Hello. Welcome to Vermont. Just gonna do a couple cards this morning. It's overcast here, but the drive-in was really spectacular. It was a beautiful day to drive through the Adirondacks until the daylight goes away. Okay. Current energy? Going somewhere new. Six of Swords. Leaving things behind, taking what we need. Be cautious about being too flighty though, and not doing an adequate job of wrapping up loose ends with things is what I'm hearing. Current energy, Six of Swords. Energy to embrace is judgment, again with divine timing and things having their own way of coming through or falling off. Energy to release. It's the Five of Wands, so conflict. What's the hidden energy? Five of Pentacles. This is weird. I'm gonna get clarifiers 1, 2, 3, 4. Current energy, Six of Swords, clarified by the Four of Pentacles, which we saw the other day. So again, focusing on stability and going. I said he's taking with him like what he needs. Part of that is understanding what truly makes material stability and what doesn't, what's manifested from just attachment. The dog's happy to be here. Judgment and energy to embrace, clarified by the Four of Wands, so 4, 4. So it is the knowing that whatever is being moved through your life or challenges, it's within divine judgment. There's a karmic order being restored to the activities that are taking place, and you have to trust that your highest good, as well as the highest good of all the other people around you, is involved in that. It's really fascinating how many people try to, they're not authentic, and they may not even realize it because they're trying to curb the outcome of certain things. Five of Wands in the energy to release position, clarified by the Nine of Swords. Yeah. So this is regret about poor communication and conflict with people, but also things that weren't said. Did you see that? My voice hitched a little bit. Things that weren't said. I'm gonna get another clarifier for energy to release with the Nine of Swords and the Five of Wands. Yeah, it's the Ace of Swords. So there's always a new moment unfolding before us where you could do something a little bit differently. And by that I mean processing conflict is something that a lot of people avoid, and I don't just mean healthy conflict resolution in the moment, but things that were not that healthy feeling or left you feeling bad. Processing that and looking at that is how you improve. More than the times, and I said this the other day, more than the times that you have a really positive interaction, it's the times that things don't go well. So it's like, what did we learn, and how are we going to go forth as an example of that? I mean, it was a third card clarifying in the release position, but I think, right, 9 swords down to 1, we're releasing all of that over analytical, what I said. You can't try to over engineer some type of, come on baby, come on, hey. Sorry. Let's get a clarifier for the Five of Pentacles and the incoming energy, and I'm hearing top and bottom. Hidden energy. Top and bottom. Five of Pentacles clarified by the Death card. And the Knight of Cups. So, in some depictions of this card, the hidden energy, the Five of Pentacles, it shows people kind of in like a wintry scene, almost as if they're outside of church on Christmas. They don't have what they need and they feel without. And with the Death card, you know, it's speaking to cycles. Think about death in nature being reborn, energy being recirculated into new things. And the Knight of Cups is something of like a surrendering in the heart space around emotional matters. So the hidden energy has something, I'm gonna get another clarifier, but I'm gonna cut the deck to do that. Yeah, it's the Strength card. So again, with this being the Empress taming the ego, the Emperor's ego, there's something about the conflicts that we're going through that we need to release as it pertains to other people, or how we're like managing in the world our own energy. That's interactions with people that you'll never see again in your life, and dynamics that you have with people who are more so fixtures of your situations. I think we're realizing that it has a lot to do with, you know, how we view ourselves, and that does have a lot of currency and weight, our own perception of self, and that doesn't necessarily come from the material. That's what I was talking about the other day, within like, you really can cultivate a feeling that you would have of being in a place where you believe that even if you don't have the stability or the security that you want, or the relationship or the love that you want, you can still feel it and connect with it by virtue of believing that it's something you can bring towards you and manifest more fully. So I'd like to get another, I'm just going to take the Strength card and add it to that little pile. I'd like to get another card for the current energy, because we've got Six of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Four of Wands, and the energy to embrace. What's clarifying? Six of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and one more to clarify that. That was the Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay. So there are some parallels here, right? We had the Four of Wands and the Four of Pentacles, and we have Five of Pentacles and now the Five of Cups, and these are both, it's both the left out dejectedness within that. So in clarifying the current energy, I got the Fool as well, which is leaps of faith, new beginnings, fresh energy. He's foolish and young, but it's because he can be. He doesn't have anything to lose. Eight of Swords represents being stuck, and this card has been a theme throughout the entire summer around self-imposed prisons, knowing that you can break yourself free but not knowing how. It's also slightly victim mindset and mentality, and it's not seeing situations clearly. She's got herself blindfolded, but whereas in the Two of Swords energy, it's more of a stalemate that requires patience. This one is somewhat of a stalemate that has ignorance involved, because she's not willing to look to see that there's so much available to her in the way of the swords that she could use to cut herself free. And so the similar energy we see translated into this with, like, it's really his own perception and view that's having him focus on these things. Perhaps that is not what matters right now. Perhaps that is not what, you know, what can be seen if somebody was standing over here. Two full cups. No matter where you are, there's always going to be a way to make yourself feel a little bit better just by releasing the idea that something hasn't gone well, you know? A lot of people try to place blame either on the other party or locate themselves within the blameful party, and then they're not able to, because it was always about finding the blame just to have a place to put it, they don't also unpack the lesson, because it's, you know, hard things in life are always about some kind of lesson. That is why we see karmic cycles and loops repeating. It's because people are like, you know, not heeding their own participation in things and their agency, the call of their own, call of their own agency to partake in a pattern in a different way. With the Strength card, there is some type of quiet patience within all of this that feels, I just kind of am seeing like a cardboard box, and I felt like if someone were to put a cardboard box right over me, because we've got these fours, right? 4 walls, security. It's definitely on our minds, but I feel like it has more to do with a kind of stability that's what I said before. It comes from within. It's maybe a naive type of energy, but there's enough evidence of judgment as things have been moving around in our lives for the past few months where maybe it doesn't feel as naive as it once did. That's funny to me. Maybe it didn't feel as naive as it once did because the way that we see things has changed. The way that we see ourselves in relationship to others has changed, and we've had some time to reflect about things we wish we could have done differently, and we have the opportunity to do that, but it requires some surrender within ourselves and embracing the idea that life is all about transformation. Life is all about transformation. Okay, what's the incoming energy? This little spread is for this week to weekend. What's the incoming? Page of Swords. The Page of Swords. So I see that as kind of an ascended step up from this. Ace of Swords. It's a curiosity. It's kind of an addendum to the Fool card. It's moving out in a new way, but honestly, that can just be like having a little bit of a different presence in each and every moment, whether you're around people in conversation or whether you're alone. That's what I got today. Hope everyone's good.